want to, I'll get you flowers waiting around the bend. Baby, let's just pretend. I wanna stay like this forever. I wanna stay right here with you. I wanna stay right here with you. As the rest we fall until it all breaks down. But I need it so I will stay around.
At 2 Point Hospital, over 52% of our patients believe they leave healthier than when they arrived. Our precisely calibrated equipment is operated by compassionate healthcare practitioners, many of whom have even been to medical school or watched ER. If you suffer from turtle head, let us ease your worries and noggin gently out of your body. Chest infection is no laughing matter. Put your trust and oversized shoes in our capable hands. We're building a brighter, safer future, and hardly anything will stand in our way. You deserve the best. So join us at 2 Point Hospital. We're open for new staff, new patients, and a new you. Can I go play golf yet? I'm teeing off at 3.
G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming and our live stream of 2 Point Hospital. Sorry about the aborted delays and starts. We've had some technical issues. We seem to have them hopefully sorted now. We'll have to see how we go. All right. So 2 Point Hospital is the remake or the new version thereof of Theme Hospital. It's made by the same group of guys that made Theme Hospital, so it has all the same core features and gameplay elements, which is wacky hospital simulation type stuff. We're going to start a new career, just so we can actually go through and see everything as it goes, and that's the plan. So, without further ado, let's head on in. So, what we actually start off with is we start off with an island or an area. We have a whole pile of different hospitals that open up at various stages. But initially you open up with, well, we've got 3 available at the moment. And once you've got 3 stars in a hospital, then you can move on to the next. It's quite an interesting game. You also have your online leaderboards. You can actually compare yourself with your friends and all that on Steam, and see how they are going. But what we'll do is we'll head on in and see how we go. This will take us through a bit of a tutorial as well, just in the basic stuff, so we'll just have to bear with that. So welcome to 2 Point County. Are you ready to start building your first hospital and curing some patients? Well, we'll see. Okay, moving around the hospital, just the standard. So we get all that out of the way nice and quick. Okay, let's do the tutorial. Now, this hospital, in this one here, we only get this one building here. In further hospitals, we actually have to expand and buy further buildings and stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here, go to items, click reception, put our reception there, and there we go. We've got to hire an assistant. So over here we can hire all our staff, so doctors, nurses, assistants, and janitors. So we're going to go assistant. We're going to get one that's got some good reception skills. So these are all the training traits that we can give our staff, and we can unlock those as we go along as well. So this one here is quite good. Customer service, so increased 50% customer service skill, 10% increase in speed and efficiency, and also 10% happiness to keep our patients and that happy. Now, it is the most expensive one though to recruit, as you can see. So the more highly skilled and trained they are, the more expensive they are. So we're going to hire him, put him down anyway. All right. So now it's going to tell us to build a GP's office. So we go into rooms. At the moment, we've only got one type of thing to build, so that's exactly what we're going to do. Now we will put a GP's office in here. Now I'm going to make a rather large one just because we can. Okay, so as you can see, we can rotate, zoom in, all that sort of stuff, which is great. So we're going to put the doctor's desk in. So there's a couple of compulsory things you have to put in. So the desk and the filing cabinet are compulsory, and they're normally shown up here with a star. So if I remove the cabinet, you can see that it's a must-have. So we put that back in here, and then we've got a whole pile of things we can put in, and a whole pile of extra things that we can buy. Now we buy these with our I think it was kudos. I think that's what they're called. Kudos, yes. So you unlock those with your kudos as well. Now some of those are very important because they give us boost to our diagnosis ability and all that sort of stuff. But we haven't got any of that at the moment, so that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a plant in there just to make it seem a bit more homely. And that's all we're going to do for the moment because that's all we've got. Oh, we put a bin in there as well. There we go. All right, so we build that. That's all done. Now we're going to need a doctor. So again, we go hire doctors. Now again, similar with the skills traits here, we have different skill traits. So here you've got increased treatment skills, you've got speed, treatment skills, diagnosis skills. So there's going to be one or two things doctors and nurses are going to do. They're either going to diagnose or they're going to treat primarily. So a GP is a diagnosis level. So the thing you want to do is you want to have the GP skill, but also a diagnosis skill if you can. So at the moment, noting we haven't got anyone with a GP skill, we're going to use this guy here, or this girl, put her in there, and that's it. So now our hospital's open for business, as you can see there. We're going to put in a couple of benches just for our patients to sit and wait. Just like that. And that's exactly all we do now. So now we wait for some patients to come in, which are obviously going to come in through the bus. It's a very quirky game, this one. Some of the ailments are quite funny to watch, and we'll certainly, as a new ailment comes in, we'll watch them get treated and all that sort of stuff. It will automatically tell you too, if you hover over a room, it'll tell you what the queue. You can tell you how many are queued by the number of top their head normally, But also, you can actually come in here and look at the GP's office. Look at the queue. So there's no one in the queue at the moment. Tell you the stats and all that sort of stuff. All right, so we're not making much money, but we've diagnosed our patient and he now needs a pharmacy. So that's the next room to do. Right, so this is, our doctors have discovered a new illness, gout. Gout is frequently transmitted in bathrooms and modern medication is effective, unlike earlier times when it had to be dug out painfully with a screwdriver. The patient is seeking treatment. We will need a pharmacy in order to treat them. It will cost $7,600 to bill. What would you like to do? All right, we're going to get him to wait. Now, one thing we're going to do, one of the tricks to this is, yeah, go away. You can set the finances for all the individual aspects of the hospital. 20% is the trick to making some money without going broke and without losing all your reputation. So, that being said, we just up it to 20%. Now we're going to build our pharmacy. So our pharmacy we're going to build on the other side here. Now, when you're building these, it tells you what size you need. So this is a 3x3 room by default. So that's what we're going to build. And we're going to put a door in. We're going to put our pharmacy machine there. We're going to put our filing cabinet in there like so. We're going to put a plant in to make it a little bit pretty. We'll put a bin in. The fire extinguisher we don't really need at this level, but just in case we'll put one in. Alright, so there we go. So that's all done. We're going to click on that. Now we have to hire a nurse. Let's wait and see if a nurse pops up with a skill. No. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hire that nurse there. She will go in and they'll start doing the diagnosis, well, treatment for the pharmacy. Now the other thing is too, with a lot of this equipment, we can actually upgrade the equipment. So later on we can get our janitors to actually upgrade and make them more effective in their diagnosis and treatment power. Alright. So now it's a matter of hurry up and wait, basically, because we haven't got anything else unlocked yet until it actually lets us unlocked. So we've now cured a patient. We got paid. So well done. We've cured our first patient. We've earned some money. Oh.
But first, here are some people playing musical instruments.
I keep forgetting about that voiceover. Very painful. And you can turn it off now with the latest patch, apparently. So I might do that. So well done. We've cured our first patient. We've earned some money, and the hospital's reputation has improved, which will attract more patients. When a doctor or nurse treats a patient, their ability will influence the chance of success. Some illnesses are tougher than others. Continue diagnosing and treating patients to keep the money coming in so we can expand the hospital. Okay.
We've just cured our very first patient.
There we go. Hospital reputation increases with each patient successfully cured, but decreases when a treatment fails, especially if a patient dies. So the reputation is down here. G'day, Robert. Thanks for joining us, mate. Reputation down here is what will actually dictate on whether or not you get a lot of patients, and that can be dictated not only by treatment or lack thereof, but also you can actually do marketing campaigns, and those marketing campaigns can be specific for an illness or treatment, or they can be general in their time and place, and they will actually boost that reputation level up. So now that we've got some expensive machinery, we should think about looking after it. Machines will deteriorate with use and will need repairing from time to time. If a machine falls into disrepair, it can be a fire hazard. Fires are generally considered bad for business. Hire a janitor to maintain machines. While you're at it, make sure you've got some fire extinguishers nearby. Better safe than sorry, right? Well, yeah. All right. So janitor it is. There we go. Now, what we've got now is we've got a nurse that's got the pharmacy management skill, has also got the treatment skill, and also got the diagnosis skill. So she is perfect for the pharmacy. So we're going to hire her. Now, we've got the other woman in there at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to head down here to the characters level. Right. And we're going to go to staff. Oh, go away. Don't want all the help. Right. Now, these are all our doctors, our nurses, our assistants, and our janitors, and then we can list all of them there as well. We've also got a scheduler here, or a job assignment. So what we can do in here is if we go in here and select our nurses, we can assign the job. So at the moment we've only got the pharmacy available. Later on this will actually fill up with all the different equipment and treatments we've got available. So for now we've only got that. So what I can do is I can take that one off there, which means Maisie Wriggle won't go and work in the pharmacy. So that means Amber will go in there and we'll get better treatment results and diagnosis results by her being in there. So that's what we're going to do. That's done. Right, now we need a janitor. Again, janitor skills, primary skills are either upgrading or maintenance. So we want a combination of both. Now, what we've got here, we've got another one coming now. Now this has got ghost capture. We're going to need that one because we will kill patients. That is guaranteed. Don't laugh too much, Robert. It's guaranteed. I do like the name Henry Custard. Reginald Kunk. Alright, we're going to have another janitor there as well. Alright, what we also need to start looking at doing is putting some bins down. So I'll put a couple of bins down because these guys will make a bit of a mess. Alright, we're going to need some drink machines. So while we've got the money, we're just going to put a couple of drink machines in. We're going to put a snack machine in. And we're going to put a leaflet stand in so they've got something to read. And that should suffice for them at the moment. Okay, what we need some kudos so we can actually buy some bench seats and stuff. So, new illness clamp discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness clamp. Once this grips a patient, it doesn't let go. Afflicts many living statues and selfie-taking chumps. We'll send the patient for treatment in our pharmacy. Alright, well, let's have a look and see if we can see someone with chump. Oh, sorry, clamp. Alright, so he's being treated. He's all well and good. He had grout, but he's let's see what's going on with this guy. He's got grout as well. Nothing really visible there to see of that one. That's okay.
I've tried hypnotizing myself with pendulums and pocket watches, but I find listening to my own voice works best. I say one thing and then another thing, and I say one thing and then another thing. It's possible you're now hypnotized too.
Now the thing is up here too, you'll see a menu bar at the top here, and that's the goals we need for the primary missions to get to our 1, 2 and 3 stars for our hospital. So we need to be mindful of that as well. Keeping people happy is important. To keep your staff and patients happy to ensure the hospital runs smoothly. Patients will get bored, thirsty and hungry over time. Make sure they have access to entertainment, food, drinks and a comfy seat when they're between appointments. If they become unhappy, they will leave to go to another hospital. Can't have that happening. Alright, so again, so now what we've got up here, whoop, disappeared again. Alright, so let's have a look. So we've got some kudos now. We've got 20 kudos. So now we can buy a big bin. Anything else we can buy? No. Oh yeah, there's a few other things we can buy. Staff energy. So now we do a staff room as well. So what we're going to do is actually one of the things we'll do that. None of that stuff is really. I got benches there. What am I doing? I've already got benches. Oh, silly. All right. So there we go. We'll put a couple of benches down. Now what we'll do is we're going to build a staff room. So we go, sorry, rooms, staff. So we'll build a nice 3x3 or 4x3. There we go. Now each room has its own set of items that you can put in the room, for instance. So if I, well, all right, so if I go in here and I go items, that will quite often, depending on the room, will give you different items you can actually use in that room as opposed to other rooms. So it does pay to check that out. Charlie work. Drinks and snacks are great for keeping people happy, but they can lead to littering if there are no bins nearby. While we're at it, staff and patients will get pretty grumpy if they don't have access to any toilets. You might want to invest in some quality porcelain. Janitors will help maintain all of these, restocking vending machines, sweeping up litter, emptying bins and unblocking toilets. Very good. Alright, so we just got to put a couple more things in our staff room. Because one of the things you want to do is you have a prestige level here. The minimum you really want to aim for is level 3 to get the most benefits. So we're just going to give them their own snack machine and drink machine. Okay, and we might not be able to get to level 3 yet. Couple of lockers. Okay, we're going to put a bit of artwork. Oh no, we can put a. No, we can't. Haven't got enough kudos for those.
Looks like the healthcare branch of the
No, well that'll be it. That'll be it for now. So we'll just do that. All right. Now what we're going to do is going to do a toilet.
Your latest product, which claims to cure all ills, is in fact nothing but pine-scented prune juice. Well, I guess it should cure one ill at least.
Now that should be enough to do another 3. Yep, it is there. So that's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to put the toilet in. So there's our toilet. Now you put toilets in, you put sinks in, and you put hand dryers in. Now the other thing you need to look at putting in as well is your your sanitation devices. So hand sanitizers, basically. See, I haven't got the door on there yet, so I need to put the door in. All right, hand dryers. Now normally the rule is 1 for 1. So if you've got 4 toilets, you should have 4 of the sinks and 4 of the hand dryers. I don't tend to worry about that too much. They tend to be okay. So right across there. And we haven't got that yet anyway, so that's okay. So there's our toilet done. Now they can all go to the loo. Alright, further diagnosis. We're hearing reports of some new illnesses in town. These might be harder to diagnose. We may need to build a new diagnosis room. If a GP isn't certain, they will send a patient for further diagnosis. Alright, so now we've got general diagnosis unlocked. Let's have a look at that. Let's just help about rotating things. Okay, so let's build another diagnosis room. So general diagnosis. So over in here. Okay, so the hospital level increases as we increase what we've got in it, which is understandable. All right, we're going to put the door there. Here's the bed. There we go. We're going to put a plant in. We'll put a filing cabinet in. We'll put 2 extinguishers in. And that should be about it. Okay. There we go. Now, staff-wise, let's have a look at our staff. So, nursing staff, we've only got the 2 nurses. So, what we need to do is look at hiring another nurse. Perfect. So, he's got 2 diagnosis skills and also a treatment skill. Now, so we'll put him down. We'll go into the scheduler there and we'll put him for there only. That will put them as a floater just in case when they go on breaks. That's what we can do. All right. Let's have a look at our patients here. Nothing obviously too wrong with them. Right, now we've got a ward as well. So
You're listening to Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. I went to the Cirque du Parfait recently. I was impressed by how experimental the acts were. I was facing the wrong way and just looking at the tent wall.
okay. I'm just going to turn him down a bit so as I can talk over him if I need to. Alright. So we've now got a ward. Now, we've now got a new illness. So there's a peculiar new illness in town, lightheadedness. We're going to need some expensive new equipment to deal with this. Continue expanding the hospital to unlock the treatment room. We may also need another GP's office and some more staff to keep on top of things. Okay, right. So the first thing we're going to do though is build our ward. So the ward is down here. We're going to build a reasonably big ward for this level at the moment. Put a door in. We have a office, a little treatment desk. We have a change room or change area. And then what we're going to do is going to put our beds in. Now, you have to be careful with the location of the beds too. It does auto snap, but you can use control to adjust that with a finer control. Now, if you get to the point there, obviously it's not going to work. They're not going to accept that because the staff can't get around to the beds and whatever else. So you do have to sort of be careful how you place it down. That's all we're going to put in there for the moment. Our kudos has increased to 50, but there's nothing really there we want to use at the moment. We don't need an extinguisher in that room, so that'll be it. We do need a nurse. Wards can be used for diagnosis and also to treat a range of illnesses. A nurse is required to admit each patient, look after them and discharge them when they're ready to leave. Add multiple beds to a ward to deal with more than one patient at a time, and you can also adjust the number of nurses that should work there in the room settings. This is useful if you have lots of patients. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to have a look and see what our nurses are. So we've got another one, that qualification. We're just going to get a general happiness nurse. Now what we can do in here, the ward and some other rooms, you have the option of actually increasing the staffing level, so you can actually increase that. But we're not going to do that at this point. If we get a couple of nurses that have that capability, we will. Alright, now the other thing is too that came in with a recent patch, as we just go, Bog Warts is discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, Bog Warts, a rather disgusting skin condition caused by filthy toilets that can be cured with an expensive cocktail of drugs carefully prepared in the pharmacy or with witchcraft. We'll send the patient for treatment in our pharmacy. Okay. Right, let's have a look. So what we can do is we can actually now copy a room. That was one of the things that everyone was asking for. So we're going to copy that room. We'll put it down here. What we need to do, because it's not going to quite be right, we're going to edit the room. Move that down to there. And then put that in there. We're also going to do that. We're going to move the bin into there. We're going to put the door back in like so. There we go. And then we've got a second GP's office. The advantage with that is now that we can actually copy a room, set up one room and then copy it across. And it makes it a lot easier to set up. Previously you had to go through and set every individual piece up all over again. Alright, so let's go hire that one. And we'll hire that one as well. Nurses, we need some more nurses. So there's one. This one here has ward management skill. So this nurse, this Orlando Grumble, has 20% diagnosis skill in a ward, 20% treatment skill in a ward, and 20% treatment skill in a fracture ward. So we've got two of them now. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire both of them. Right, now they've both got, if we have a look at their skills, we'll go in here, have a look. They've both got, well, one's got treatment skill, which improves the treatment. The other one's also, no, it hasn't. I thought it had diagnosis. That's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn those off, all those, so they're only going to work in the ward. These ones here aren't going to work in the ward. Unlock that. I'm going to come down over here and we're going to add the nurse. So now we've got both of our nurses are going to be working in the ward. So that's fantastic. We got that up and running. All right, here we go. Here's our lightheadedness, guys. All right, so what we need to do is we did have the message come up saying it's been unlocked. So they're going to get diagnosed now. So at the moment, they got no level of certainty of their diagnosis. So they're going to go to the GP, then they'll probably go over to the pharmacy or over to the clinic over here, and they'll get checked out, and then we increase their diagnosis. Assistants, janitors. I'm going to get him. All right. Now, Deluxe Clinic. We're going to build a Deluxe Clinic. Now this one here is again a 3x3. So up here at the top is what tells us what size room we need to be as a minimum. So we're going to build a 3x. Oh, it's a bit bigger than 3x3. What we'll do is we're going to cancel that. And we're going to put it down here. So put a door in. Put the machine in. Operator console. There we go. We'll put a couple of fire extinguishers in just in case. Put a plant in. And that'll be it. Done. Alright, so for the Deluxe Clinic we need a doctor. And then we've got a doctor there going straight in there and going to look after that. So we're going to put a couple of bench seats in because these guys are here waiting. And then what we'll do is we'll zoom in and have a look at the treatment of the guys in the Deluxe Clinic. Okay, so as you can see though, the treatment didn't work. So he's now dying. And there he goes. He's dead, unfortunately. So now, there we go. So now we've got a ghost. So now this is why we need our janitors with the capture ghost skill. So that's what they'll go do. They'll go capture that ghost now, hopefully. Alright, so we've had a patient death. Yep, happy with that. Ghost, we know about that. And kudos, yep, we know about that. Okay. Alright. Alright, so our receptionist has gone walkabout. Probably gone to the toilet. Let's find our receptionist. There he is. Right, what we're going to do is I want to change his clothes so I can see where he is. So we're going to go with... Yeah, we'll spend some of the kudos straight away for that. Apply that to all assistants. There we go. So now I'm going to see them a lot easier. Alright. Now, what are we up to now? So, we've got all the rooms built. We're just waiting for the next trigger of our... Nothing in there. So we just got to cure 3 patients with lightheadedness. So we're waiting on another patient at least to come in with lightheadedness before we can move on. Alright, so you can send your janitors in as well to repair your equipment every now and again. They also need to empty the bin, so you can send them to empty the bin if you need to. And you can also send them to go repair the toilets. Okay. There we go, another lightheadedness guy coming in. Alright, we're going to get him to jack the queue. And we go up to the GP. We've got too many doctors. Well, that won't last very long. Oh, well, let's have a look. Actually, see. Okay, so don't need any of those. Don't need those. Nurses. Might be handy. Do that. Well, what we'll do is we'll get in here and we'll add a 3rd nurse. So then we've got one there with extra diagnosis skill as well. And we'll go back in here. Doctors. Now we've got some GPs. Excellent. Look at this. Hire that guy. And we're going to hire... treatment. I think... Yeah, let's get Chuck Muck. Alright, now, let's have a look at our staff. Here we go. So we've now got a 1-star hospital. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating. That's 1 out of a possible 3 by the 2 Point Health Ministry. I have retrieved your file from my bin to celebrate. Continue to develop your enterprise in Hogsport for further esteem and trinkets if you believe you're capable of more. Alternatively, run before you can walk and begin to expand your organisation by opening a new hospital in Lower Bollocks. The choice, as they say, is yours. Okay, so now Lower Buttocks is the next hospital area that's been unlocked for us. We've just got $10,000 in going as cash, and we've got 100 kudos given to us as well. It also gives us the light-headed poster to use in rooms. Okay, so we're going to continue. We're not going to open the map. Alright, what we want to do is we want to get our GP sorted. So again, go back in here, schedule our doctors. Now, everyone's been scheduled to run the GP's office. So we'll get him out of there and them out of there. So now we've got 2 GPs to look after the GP's office. Now, these do stack as I understand it. So he's going to have 30% diagnosis skill, and he's also got an extra 20 diagnosis skill. So he's a pretty good GP to have. Oh, end of year awards. Let's see how badly we've done. Now normally you can skip all this and go open all. We'll just do it one at a time just to sort of see how we've gone. Doctor of the Year is presented to Dr. Bell Farce. So we got that one. Okay. Nurse of the Year, Amber Wilder. Got that one. So we've got that award too. So we're 2 from 2. No, we didn't get Janitor of the Year. No, we didn't get Assistant of the Year. Didn't get Employer of the Year. Not doing too well. We had a death, so we weren't going to get that one. Didn't get the most prestigious hospital either. And the last one. And we didn't get Patient's Choice. Oh well, that's alright. Let's not worry about that. Okay, we might have too many janitors. That's fine. Alright, close that off. Alright, we have to earn $200,000 and cure 25 patients. Alright, what have we got now? Nothing extra added in. Okay, we've got no queues at the pharmacy. That's okay. At the diagnostic room, we have no queue there. No queue at the GP's office because there's no GP there. And we have a queue length of 2 here. Okay. What we might just do is we might have to speed up time a little bit, I think, because it's going to get just a little bit slow and boring otherwise. Well, more so than what it is now. Right, so where's my doctor? So Asparagus is working. Who's my other GP? Chuck Muck. What are you doing, Chuck? Looking for work. How can you be looking for work? Oh, there's not enough patients. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just put a couple of seats there. No more rooms available. No. It's made $20,000 loss for that month. Still doing all right now. Lightheadedness clinic. He's healing patients there quite well. So 15 patients to go and $114,000 to make. You'll see as we go along if we end up covering this series or this game any longer than just this episode. The animations and the thought gone into all the illnesses and the treatments is phenomenal. It's really, really funny. Obviously, it gets a little bit old after you've done it a few dozen times, but the thought process in getting it all there is just brilliant. All right, staff promotion, so we can promote our staff. So we're going to promote them from student nurse to junior nurse. They'll get an extra training slot. They've got plus 10 movement speed, plus 10 diagnosis skill, and plus 10 treatment skill. Going to get a pay rise of about $1,500, and that'll be fine. So we're going to promote them. Now they're the one working up in the pharmacy. That's where it's comparing on the leaderboard. So as you go along in the game, it actually tells you side-by-side comparisons of how you're going against friends on Steam they've played the game. There are all sorts of other things we need to do for our staff, and that's like increasing their stamina, so they don't need to go for breaks as much, all that sort of stuff. But also investing in equipment that actually can assist us with that. So for instance, if I go to items, one of the tricks is putting, if I can find it, we haven't unlocked it yet, but there's actually a coffee table with a coffee pot on there. And then also the chair, so we're going to unlock the chair, so we've got that. We unlock those and put them in each room. Instead of them actually needing to go back to a staff room, they'll actually rest partially in their actual office or their treatment room. So that's a bit of a trick, which works well. Okay, so what have we got? 17 patients cured. We've got $56,000 left to make. We're at level 6, which is the other requirement, which is good. Okay, another promotion. Who's this for? Maisie Wriggle. So we're going to promote them. Now we've got a challenge. So we've got a ward emergency. There's been an outbreak of ward-related illnesses after a range of ultra-organic bedding from Holistic caused widespread irritation and inflammation. There's a group looking for treatment. We'll be rewarded if we treat this group of patients should we have them sent here. The challenge. Cure 5 patients with bed face. Treatment room is in the ward. We have one of them in the hospital. We have 90 days to treat them. We'll get 10 rep, 10 kudos dollars, and we'll get $10,000. So I think we'll do that. What we'll do is we'll just slow it down because we want to have a look and see how these guys go with their illness. What's this guy here got? Doesn't tell you. Alright, so here they come. So chance of cure is 93%. They're coming straight into the ward. So as we read out before, we've got one staff member here that's actually checking them in. Another one that sorts them out for dressing and then dealing with them at the bedside and looking after them. So we've got 2 in there at the moment. Then we're going to have all these next 5 come in there as well. It means we should be able to treat them pretty much, or very quickly pretty much. This guy here didn't get, he's got, or she had bed face, but chance of success was 93%. We still didn't save her. That's alright. 5 patients to go and $21,000 to make. Getting closer now. 9,000 to go. 3 patients to cure. There we go. So, we're now a 2-star hospital. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded a 2-star rating by the 2-Point Health Minister, or Ministry, sorry. If you proceed at your current pace, you'll have achieved everything you can in your founding establishment soon enough. I can sense your confidence inflating. Careful that you don't build yourself up for an even greater fall. So we've got 20,000 bonus dollars. We've got 150 kudos. We've unlocked the salty snacks machine. So that's all good. So we're going to continue. All right. Now let's have a bit of a look. Haven't got any extra rooms to use now yet, but what we have got is we've got some more kudos to use. So let's have a look and see what we can unlock in here. What have we got? 275. I think we might unlock. Boom, boom, boom. Going to unlock these because what these will do, they give us a bit of so an 80. How much have I got? I've got 275 because these actually give us a little bit of a boost. That one and that one, and we go the horse, and we'll go that one. Now the other one, these are the good ones to get here because the gold star gives you a nice boost as well to your what's the name? To your what's the word I'm looking for? Your room prestige. So what we're going to do is if we come in here now and we add these in, you'll see the room prestige will jump up very quickly. So we'll put the horse one there. We'll give them an eye test one over here, and then we'll also do the anatomy one, brain anatomy, and there we go. So we've now built that one up to prestige of level 3. Okay, so that's all good. All right, now next level. So to get to 3-star, we need cure 30 patients, earn $400,000, and have a hospital value of $750,000. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. Reputation has gotten higher, as you can see here. We're on the up and up with our reputation. So things are looking good for our little hospital here. Another staff being promoted. Which one's this one? This is our assistant, so our reception clerk. So yeah, we'll do that. So again, it's giving us comparison. Our hospital has a reputation of 72%, which is way better than God's Not Dead's hospital, which is only 58%. That's all good. Doesn't really mean much to us at the moment because we're not really being competitive with others, but it gives you a bit of an idea. You can stir up your mates if you want to. Okay, let's check the status of the toilets and stuff. There, okay. Just cured another patient there. Gordon Fingers. He's a VIP. Alright. More lightheadedness patients coming in. So he was one of our bed-face patients, which is good. He's gone. So we've cured 4 and failed on none with that one. So we've only got the 1 left, and hopefully we might cure all 5. And we did. So we cured 5 out of 5 patients. So we cured the entire group of patients. This has really helped our reputation, and we've been sent a big reward. So cure 5 patients with bed face. We received 15 rep, 15 kudos, and $20,000. Okay. That took a bit of a dint out of our 400,000, so we've only got 335,000 remaining. So what we could probably do again is probably speed things up a bit more. What we might do actually is let's bring the level up. So we'll go in here. We've got a level 2 pharmacy. So we'll add some wall charts. Like so. And one more. Right, so that's level 3 prestige, so that'll do a little bit better now, hopefully. Again, we'll add some, put a new lounge in there. That should hopefully lift the prestige a little bit. Won't fit that one in there, so we'll go to the sofa. There we go. It's now level 3 as well, which is good. Okay, the ward is flat out. In fact, let's get the ward. Very important we have the ward at level 3. So what we'll do is put some posters around. We don't need a night chart one. Lightheadedness one. A food chart. Enough for that. There's our coffee maker, so we need that. That's the next thing we should be getting with our kudos. So we won't spend our kudos yet. We want to get 200 because that'll help us make a bit of a difference. What we could do is just put some more on this side, and there we go. Ward's now level 3. Great. Okay. Got a bit of a queue coming in now. It's okay. Where's our GPs? Our GPs have gone off. Let's double check in here and see what we've done. So our doctors, both of our GPs, oh, okay. That's what they're doing. Right, turn them off that. So all they're going to do is GP work. Okay. More GPs than what we need to do with, but that's okay. So what we'll do is we'll continue the stream until we get to, well, depends on how long it takes. If it's only another half hour or so, we might finish off the 3 stars. Otherwise, we'll finish off at the hour and a half length of the stream, I think. Seems that there's not as many people around tonight, or they're not interested, or a bit of a combination of both, which is fine. It's not for everyone, but I do love this game. I reckon this is a great game. It's a good challenge, a bit of good fun. And if you enjoyed Theme Hospital, I certainly recommend you go and check this one out, because it is very good. All right, let's fast forward again. There's no point building other rooms because there's no queues of any real so there's no one even in here. Is that because I haven't got a spare nurse? Let's force a nurse in there just to make sure. Nurse, so that's a diagnosis room. Oh, they're already forced in there anyway. Get you out of there. There. Right, so our ward qualified staff are only working in the ward. Our highly qualified diagnosis nurse is only working in the diagnosis room, and our only pharmacy trained nurse is working in the pharmacy. These other two are basically sitting around doing nothing, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire them because they're just wasting our money. Right. Nice thing is it tells you how much money they've made when you fire them, so you can try to make you feel bad. All right. So we've got 22 patients healed. So flying along with the patient healing. Halfway through our money earned, but our hospital value is probably the big one. So let's see what we can do to try and boost our value. Probably not a lot. The thing we're starting out, there's not so much you can put in the hospital to sort of start building it up. We might just make the hospital a little bit more attractive, so we'll do that. One there, one there. So as you can see, you get this color code, which just shows you basically the appeal of the hospital, particularly for the decoration side of it. Alright, our award ceremony. Let's see how we went this time. So we got Doctor of the Year and Nurse of the Year last time. Let's open them all. We got a couple more this time. So we got Employer of the Year, Most Prestigious Hospital, and Assistant of the Year. Plus we got Doctor of the Year and Nurse of the Year again. That's a bit of an improvement. That's not too bad. Okay, so we got cure 5 patients with Bog Warts in the pharmacy. So we'll go yes. Now, this is where a secondary pharmacy could be handy. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Got no use for them though. He's a good GP too, or she. Hire them. And nurses. Oh. Let's hire that one. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. Put that down there. Yep. Okay, we're going to put a couple of bench seats at the front. Like so. Go to our staff list and sort our nurses out, so we've got the right ones going the right places. So there we go, like that. So we've got both of our pharmacy specialists going to the pharmacy, so that should hopefully help get rid of those pharmacy patients here very quickly. We've already cured 2. Of course, we are fast forwarding at the moment, so that's to be expected. Alright, what have we got now? So we've got a VIP. Mr. Jobsworth has sent us the report from his recent visit. It's 30 pages, so we haven't read it, but the conclusion reads a remarkable achievement, an establishment that not only elongates lives, but enriches them. A visit to this hospital may begin with an ailing body, but it ends with the healing of the soul. Spectacular. The report couldn't have gone any better. Great news. So we received $10,000, 15 rep, and 20 kudos. Very nice. Alright. So 140 kudos. Now what we're after 300, I think it was, for our coffee. So we got what? One more. I think we got one more here to heal, hopefully. No more rooms available for us. Another death, unfortunately. We cured 5 out of 5, which is great. So another 15 rep, another 15 kudos and $20,000. Fantastic. So we almost earned our 400,000. It's just getting this hospital value up. Right. So again, we're just sort of stuck at the point where we're just sort of waiting for things to happen because we've got more than enough going on. So nurses, best nurse for that is that. That's fine. Our doctors, 3 GPs. The rest of them are just working. A lot of GPs are doing nothing. Not much we can do about that at the moment. Our reputation has gone up nice and high. So all we're waiting on now is our hospital value to increase. Alright, what we'll do is we'll continue on with prettying up the hospital. I'll get some more plants and just randomly place them. Once we start building more rooms, these will be moved out of the way and replaced. But the rooms themselves will have appeal and decorations. One there. I think the hospital needs one as well. Oh, not the hospital, the toilet. Alright, might go in there. Put one there.
What a smashing day for a bit of gardening. I mean, who doesn't like gardening?
Now, it doesn't really bring our value up. But anyway. Alright.
This sewage pipe's burst again. No, my mistake. Anyway, keep those fingers green.
So what food have we got down there? We've got those two. So we've got the salty snacks we can put in as well. So what we'll do is we're just going to move that to there. Put the salty snacks in. like so. The other ones we haven't bought with kudos because we don't want to use that. Like I said before, we're waiting to get enough to get our... Where is he? He's gone now. Where has he gone? There. 200 kudos is what we need. Okay, so we're not that far off. Thought it was 300 for some reason. Okay, we're not making a profit. We know that. We might sack some of these doctors, I think. That's what we'll do. Start sacking doctors. So, Lester. We don't need him. Fire him. Bert, we don't need him. Fire him. There we go. GPs. Well, Chuck Muck's probably the lower of the three to use. It's processed 29 patients, killed 0, cured 1, earned 24,000 and been paid 84. I have a feeling my husband was on the cusp of leaving me. This would do it, I reckon. Oh well, sorry, not my problem. See you later. Right. Causing marital disharmony. Oh my dear. Oh well, we got to make a profit. Our hospital values dropped actually. I hope we can build that up. But hopefully that should actually yeah, the visualization modes. So one of the things we hadn't touched on yet was, yeah, we do have the option to come through here and see the visualization modes. So you've got the attractiveness, you've then got the health, so you can very quickly see the health of your patients. So green is obviously good, red is bad, so if you see a lot of red you start worrying. Patient happiness, if they get unhappy they tend to want to leave and all that sort of stuff as well. So all of our patients at the moment are green. Now, staff happiness. Again, similarly, if the staff aren't happy, they'll threaten to leave, they'll ask for more money, and they'll just quit. So, but all our staff currently are happy, so that's okay. Temperature. So going forward, there are times when you have to actually cool off the room or your hospital or heat it up. So some will be a cold climate, some will be a hot climate, and you have to install air conditioners or heaters as the case may be. Thirst, it tells you thirst. Okay, so some of our staff are quite thirsty. So that's an issue. Hunger, no one's hungry, which is good. Energy, okay, so this staff member here is a bit low on energy. They're going to have to go for a break for a bit, which is okay. We can deal with that. This one here is getting a bit tired, so there's, yeah, these ones here are getting a little bit tired in the ward. Being a bit busy, all right. Hygiene, so hygiene is important. So if you've got a lot of dirt or, for instance, vomit through the hospital, this is where you'll see it. You'll have nice big brown or yellow or red patches, and you either need to get the janitors to clean up the area or start picking up the hygiene by putting in the hygiene packs in rooms and all that sort of stuff, or other things. So you've got to keep an eye on that one. The toilets tells you the status of who needs a toilet and who doesn't. So you can see some of them are in need of a toilet. There's not much you can do. They'll end up going there eventually. You can't force them to go. Boredom. So this is the boredom factor for the patients. Now that's why you have to put things in like the leaflet stand, there's bookcases, there's a newsagent, all that sort of stuff to actually, for them to do stuff while they're waiting in these really long queues, because they will be waiting in long queues. Alright. And the last one was maintenance. So it tells you the status of the equipment. So obviously green is good. Yellow is mediocre. So we just call a janitor in. Janitor will come in and I'll start fixing the machine. They will go around automatically do them themselves. But you can actually get those done just by pressing the janitor button. As you can see, they've already been in there and fixed that one. They've just gone over, empty the bin, and that's all done, all ready to go. Alright, it would seem that we're not going to hit our value very quickly. I'm going to have to spend some more time here and just getting that through. Or what we could do, I don't know how many, I think there's only one or two here. Unless you're in the chat, do you want us to move on to the next hospital, which means you have to start opening up more rooms? In fact, we'll just do that anyway. Let's just go and do that. So what we'll do is we're going to go turn to the map.
Rise and shine, everyone. And if you happen to be in Lower Bullocks this morning, watch out for the gathering of druids down in Crogben's Ring. In a total coincidence, the town will also pay host to a psychology convention today. Should all work out nicely.
Okay, so this is where we're at in the moment. Hogsport. So now we've got access to Lower Bullocks. So let's go in there and we can start. So we'll do this one for about 15 minutes and then we'll call it quits there, and we'll come back to this one when we next come back. So the psychiatry room is unlocked. We start off with the GP's office already built. So we need to build a psychiatry office to keep them happy. Okay. So psychiatry is there. We will build. Let's build a. We don't need it that big, but we'll build a big one anyway. There we go. So psychiatrist chair. Put him in there. The couch for the patient. Okay. Filing cabinet. Now later on you can get things like fireplaces and bookcases which actually increase the diagnosis. So that one there is a +2 diagnosis power, and that one there's a +2% treatment power. A changing screen, which is a decorative item, lamps for prestige, all that sort of stuff. So that sort of stuff we don't need at the moment, so we're not going to bother with that. So we've got the basic stuff in there. We'll just set that up. We're going to hire. We haven't got any doctors. We've been contacted by, and we got new technology. So we've been contacted by Bungle Technologies, who run various research hospitals across the country. They have an interesting proposition for us. Their psychiatry license was recently revoked due to an incident with, well, it's best not to go into it. They want to send us psychiatry patients, and in exchange will allow us to buy some of their latest technology. Until our organisation acquires a research license, we need all the technology we can get our hands on. Well, we can do that. However, the problem we've got is we haven't got a psychology doctor. We're going to have to hire that nurse because we're going to build a pharmacy. We're going to build a diagnosis. We're going to have to build that one. Let's hope we got a psych. No, we haven't got psychiatry there. Don't need any more of that. Janitors. Let's get another janitor for repairing. All right. So now what we're going to have to do is get working on this. So illness, Mockstar discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, Mockstar. Patients believe themselves to be one of the greatest rock stars the world has ever seen, but are sadly gaga. Get it? We'll send the patient for treatment in our psychiatry. Okay. So there's one of the patients there. Oh, there you go. Alright, so what we're going to do quickly is build these other rooms. So let's go build a pharmacy. Nice and quick, just a real basic one. There. Put an extinguisher in. And put a plant in. Filing cabinet, just because we can. And that will do. Alright, now down here we're going to build our general diagnosis room. In fact, no, we're not. We're going to build a general diagnosis room on the back here. So there. Bed. There, like that. Filing cabinet. Like that. Alright. Bungle Technologies have given us access to some of their latest technology. A pharmacy drug mixer upgrade and a general diagnosis easy scan machine upgrade. If we buy these for our machines, they'll become more powerful, helping us diagnose and cure more patients. To upgrade a machine, we'll need a janitor with mechanic's qualification. Select the machine and choose the upgrade option. A qualified janitor will then upgrade the machine over time. Okay, so this is where we're at, where we've got the unlock for the next level. So as well as just having the option to either pick up or send the janitor there to fix it, which we'd normally have if it was in use, we can also upgrade it. So we're going to have go in here. And of course, we haven't got any janitors with that skill. Still haven't got any psychiatrists. Let's have a look. Staff. Oh, we've already got a psychiatrist. Well, that's all right. So let's do that. Nurses. So that's going to be there and there like that. So that's all sorted. That. And we've got someone with upgrades. That's all right. We're laughing. We're laughing at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to upgrade this one first. Then we're going to give them to upgrade that one. Right. What we're going to do now is go back in here. We need to hire a ward nurse because we're going to build a ward, which we're going to build down here. Doesn't need to be a big ward. We'll do it there like that. We'll fill in that little gap, like so. What we'll do is we'll put the door. I'll see if this works out how I want it to. There like that. In fact, no, we won't. We're going to move it to there. We're then going to put the nurses station there, like that. Going to put the screen in the corner, which is fine. And then we're going to get some beds. Now, the beds, we're going to put 1, 2, and I'm going to fit that in. Well, yeah, it's going to allow it. That was touch and go. All right. So, right, there we go. That's fine. So, unpause. Upgrading machines. Machines can be upgraded. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we know that. So, they're already upgrading, hopefully. Our psychiatrist is over here busy already. Whoops. All right. Here's our megalomaniac dancers. Easy scan's getting repaired first, or upgraded first. Nurses, I want that nurse. Staff. Back in here, nurses. Now, don't want that one. Don't want that one. It's ward only. Okay. That's fine. Doctors. We need doctors. What am I doing? Doctors. I need a GP. And that's why we're not getting anywhere. That was silly. Didn't even notice. Alright. Okay. That's all good. Janitors, don't need any more of them yet. Alright, so let's see how we go now. So upgraded machine is all we're waiting on, so that's this one here. Another 2 days we get some more staff, so we'll just wait there and see what other staff we can get. No good to us. No good to us. That would be okay to us. We got another good GP. Alright, let's go with that one. Now let's build another GP's office. So we're going to build another GP's office here. Not going to build a silly one though. Like that. Like that. Filing cabinet. Plant. I'll put a poster in there. We want to make it Prestige level 3 if we can. There we go. Eye test poster over there. Food. Okay. Right. Oh, now we got new technology. Great. The machine upgrade is complete. Make sure we've got a few fire extinguishers dotted around to keep our precious machine safe. Bungle Technologies are grateful for our continued support with their psychiatry patients and have given us access to one of their machines, the extractor pan. This high-tech gadget is great for removal of unwanted kitchen utensils. Look out for people in need of this. Continue expanding the hospital to unlock some more technology. Buying another plot of land nearby will give us more space to develop the hospital. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Actually, let's finish this off first. Just do that. Okay, so the GP, let's just make sure. 2 GPs, both of them in there, and that's all they're going to do. Right, done. Now, so over here, these are the plots of lands we can buy. See, so we can buy that plot of land there for 75,000, a plot up here for 50,000, all that sort of stuff. So that's how you can expand your hospital out. Now, normally the trick, well, not the trick, but the best way to run these hospitals is generally have all your diagnosis in one building where you can, and your treatment in another. We're not going to do that in this case because we haven't got enough money to, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do a PANS lab down the corner here. Now this needs to be a 4x4. It needs to be a big room. So 4x4, like so. And there's our PANS lab. So we just got to put that in the middle there like that. Going to put some extinguishers in. Put 3 in just to be safe. Whoops, do we have any? Sorry, too quick there. Didn't have any extinguishers in there, so put those in. All right. We're just going to accept that there like that. Now, the PANS lab requires a doctor. So this is where we need a doctor with some good treatment. Now, unfortunately, at the moment we don't have a doctor that we can actually use in there. So that's okay. For now we're okay. Nurse still required for there. I'm going to hire them. Get a bit low on the cash. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, lazy bones. Skeletal fatigue caused by lack of calcium in the diet. Upon diagnosis, the patient should be immediately rushed to a ward where they must sleep for several days whilst being fed milk and cookies by a nurse. Okay, so we are going to need some more ward staff. New illness, verbal diarrhea. That must be the Eustace Pharmer illness. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, verbal diarrhea. The disease people can't stop talking about. Verbal diarrhea spreads fast and can be heard for miles. We'll send the patient for treatment in our pharmacy. So the pharmacy is going to get a bit busy. Now, similarly, the ward is going to get a bit busy. So let's just extend that out. We'll put 3 nurses in the ward. Bit of an overkill. Let's go have a look at our staff again. Look at the nurses. In fact, we only want 2. So let's pull one of them out. So the only 2 that are going to work in there is those 2. So pull that out there. Diagnosis, that's fine. There we go. Money's getting quite low. Yep, we're aware of that. Thank you very much, doctors. Now PANS lab's treatment. Right, so what we need is a doctor with curing. So the treatment. So hire that one and put them in there. Just to go back in, make sure that's all set. So he is going to just be in the pan. Oh. You're not going to be there. Right. There we go. So he's at the moment sharing. So we need another doctor to look after the Deluxe Clinic. Oh, we haven't got a Deluxe Clinic, so that's okay. All right, let's go up and have a look. There's our panhead. Whoops, sorry about that. There's a panhead. Right, and let's put some bench seats out. Right, for there. What's over here? Alright, now that's done. So that should be nice and ready to go. Oh, a couple of seats there will be needed. There and there. Alright, I think we're pretty good to go. New illness, pandemic. Our doctor discovered a new illness, pandemic. Involuntary attachment to kitchen utensils caused by extremely low levels of culinary skill. The pan must be carefully removed with a massive magnet. We will send the patient for treatment in our pans lab. Promoting a doctor. Yep, we'll do that. Get some bench seating down here. Like so. Alright, easy scan's been updated. Our drug mix has been updated. Now what we are going to need is we're going to need a staff room as well. Because the staff are going to get upset, and we also need a toilet. So we're just going to put a very small staff room in. Doesn't need to be huge. I'd rather it be huge, but they're not going to get it. There, like that. Put a drinks machine in. And put some posters in just to bring the level up a little bit. We won't get to 3. Might be able to get to 2. Food pyramid. We're going to go close. No. No, there we go. Put a lamp in. No. No, that's it. So that'll do. Do that. We're also going to build our toilets really quickly. So again, we'll do a relatively small toilet. Do it that way. Put 3 sinks in. 1, 2, 3. Hand dryer. So we're going to fit 2 in there on that wall. Just. Another one there. Nope, that'll have to suffice. There we go. Toilet's done. Hey, Farmer Clyde, how are you, buddy? No, we haven't got a psych ward. We've got a psychiatry office. There's a psychiatry in there. We're just trying to treat an illness, the Eustace Pharmer illness, otherwise known as verbal diarrhea. So we've got them dealing with that at the moment. But seems our assistant has gone walkabouts. They're bludging on us. Plenty of psychiatrists in here. What we might do is hire that one. And we'll go in here and have a look at the staff again. And I think that one there we're going to fire. You're out of there. See you later. Alright. Assistant's back at work. Alright. So, Bog Warts is discovered. Our doctors have discovered a new illness, Bog Warts. A rather disgusting skin condition caused by filthy toilets. It can be cured with an expensive cocktail of drugs carefully prepared in the pharmacy or with witchcraft. We'll send the patient for treatment in our pharmacy. Okay, I'm going to promote that one. Staff's going in there. We need staff in our pharmacy though, which isn't happening very quickly. Here goes a panhead. Alright, so let's have a look at the panhead animation.
Patients are reminded not to think about it. Not needed in GP's office.
And there you have it. There's there's the removal or the treatment of panhead. Okay, now we need a Deluxe Clinic. Okay, so we're going to get our patient to wait, and let's see if we've got enough money to build a Deluxe Clinic. Yep, it's a 3x3, so we can put that one here nicely. Build that. Put a couple of extinguishers in case it blows up. That's all we need for there. Why is it not? Okay. Oh, hang on. I need the console. There we go. There we go. So, Deluxe Clinic. Oh, get out of there. Here's a doctor again. So we've already got a doctor assigned. He's going to come straight down here. There he is there now. We're going to put some bench seats there. And seeing as Farmer Klein's just joined us, he wouldn't have seen this animation as yet. So let's have a look at how they do the lightheadedness. There we go. He's all fixed. Alright, so now we've got a health inspector coming in, which is fine. Own 2 buildings. So we have to buy another building. Now we haven't got the funds for another building, so let's have a look. We can get a loan. So we'll take out a $50,000 loan, and we are going to buy that one. Probably should have bought a smaller one. Like that one. But anyway, doesn't matter. Put that one now. A new illness, Portishead. Our doctors have discovered new illness, Portishead. Or is it Portishead? Portishead affects both body and mind. Once thought to be caused by proximity to sea air, it is now known to be chiefly caused by living in Portishead. We'll send the patient for treatment in our ward. Okay, so that's going to go in the ward. 4 patients. We'll get 10 kudos and $10,000. So we're going to go yes for that one. All right. Right, so what have we got going on now? So we've got 31,000, which is okay. Money's picked back up again. Farmer Client says, I'm not sure I want to visit this hospital. No, some of the treatment is quite barbaric in a way, but it is quite amusing. Lightheaded patient there. So what we're waiting on, this once this finishes here, which will be any second now, we should get our 1-star hospital. And there we go. So we got our 1-star hospital on our second hospital. So congratulations, the hospital's been awarded a 1-star rating by the 2-point blah, 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 blah. You are commended on your endeavours into the inner workings of machines and the human mind, respectively. Now focus on your budding 2-headed empire, or add a 3rd head by opening a new hospital in Flottering, as it's currently not much of an empire. So we've now opened up Flottering, another hospital area to start up. We've opened up a new diagnosis room, cardiology, and we've now got an upgrade for the Deluxolux. So that's very good. All right, what we're going to do, we also got a bonus $10,000 and 100 kudos. So what we're going to do now is that'll probably basically end us there. We will come back and we will fill in the coffee machines, all that sort of stuff, which I said we were going to do. So what we're going to do is we'll go off and pay for that right now, or we'll pay for it. We'll buy it with our kudos. Where is he? Oh, I can't find it, so let's go in the room and go items. There it is there. So we're going to unlock that, and there we go. So that's all good. So we'll explain that one next time through, and we'll see what we go with that. So thanks very much for those that attended and watched. Farmer Klein, Robert, I hope you enjoy what you saw of it. We will most likely be back here at some time soon, not sure when, at 2 Point Hospital. So thanks very much for joining us. This is Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you all a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.